Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing the first time tag. So basically I have about 20 questions that I'm going to be answering about my first time, my first experiences on certain things like that. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in seeing this video, let's get right to it. Okay, number one, what is the first app you check in the morning? So I feel like the first app I check in the morning is obviously Twitter, or it could be, it always depends on the time. So Twitter is one of them, and the messaging app. So those are the two that usually I will check in the morning, right when I wake up. You know, Twitter always has some news and stuff going on, so I always like to check that. And then messaging, of course, I want to see if anybody is trying to reach me right when I wake up. But yeah. Question number two, what was your first paying job? So my first job ever was Fallas Paredes. It's like a retail clothing store. And yeah, I was there for like 3 months and I quit. I did not like that job, but yeah, that was my first job. So don't do retail, you guys. Question number three, what was the first time you flew on an airplane? So the first time I flew on an airplane was actually for like a family reunion type thing. We went to surprise my uncle in Seattle. We got all our cousins and uncles and we all went to Seattle, and we rented a big house for all of us to stay in. It was pretty awesome. I was very nervous like the first time. You can even ask my cousins. I was quiet the whole time. I wasn't even trying to talk or anything. I was trying to be focused on not dying. But yeah, that was my first time I ever flew on an airplane. Question number four, what was the first concert you've been to? So the first concert I ever been to was with my mom. Actually, we went to Las Vegas and we watched Kesha. She was drunk the whole time, but it was fun. I got my first ever concert t-shirt there. It was very exciting. I loved it. She's a great artist. She was just drunk that day, so yeah, she was kind of out of it, not really singing right. But other than that, it was a great experience. There's a whole bunch of like open-minded people around me, everybody dancing and stuff like that. It was pretty cool, so yeah. Okay, question number five, how old were you when you had your first kiss? So my first actual kiss, I was about 16, and it was my first boyfriend too. Yeah, nothing too big. We were at the movie theaters and he kissed me, and yeah, that was it. Question number six, what was the first YouTuber you subscribed to? So this one's gonna be kind of hard because I don't really remember, but I'm gonna try to think of like who was the first person I ever subscribed to right off the bat. I'm trying to see. It could be an Andrea Russet, or it could also be Shane Dawson, one of the originals. But I know for a fact I was subscribed to one of those. I don't necessarily know if it was the first person I subscribed to because there were so many, but yeah, those are the ones that come to mind. Question number seven, what was the first cell phone you ever had? So the first cell phone I ever had was the Razr, the mobile, the flip ones. I got it in 5th grade, and I don't know if I had a silver or a black one. I think I had a silver one. But yeah, it was pretty cool. 5th grader with like a flip phone, and my first one was a Razr. It was pretty sick having a Razr. Everybody who had a Razr back then was like popular and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Me and my brother both got one. Question number eight, who was your first crush? So my first actual crush was in middle school. His name was Chris. He had curly hair. He was really cute. Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing because I wrote about him in my journal, and then some friends from church, they had my phone. They had my iPod at the time because I had an iPod. That's where my journal is, and they made fun of me for liking him and writing about a guy I liked. So I was very traumatized and embarrassed. I like literally ran to my room. So yeah. Question number nine, what was your first date? So I basically can say my first date and my first actual date. So my first date was with my parents and the guy I was seeing at the time. It was our first actual date together. Like, we went into the drive-through movie theaters, and my mom literally made me go get popcorn with him. I didn't want to go alone. It was like our first time actually out together. Like, we weren't even boyfriend or girlfriend yet. It was like our first like actual date out. And then our first actual date was when we went to the movies. And yeah, that's when I got my first kiss and when he asked me to be his girlfriend. So yeah, the movie theater, I don't know, I don't remember what we watched. It could have been Insidious 2. I don't know. Anyways, that was that. Okay, question number 10, who was the first person to text you today? And it was my mom. She always wakes me up in the morning, texts me or FaceTimes me every day in the morning to wake up because I'm a late sleeper and she wants me to get up. But yeah, thank you, Mom. I like when you do that, because I'm not trying to sleep in the whole day and feel bad about myself. Okay, anyways, question 11, what was your first piercing? Now obviously first piercings are going to be my ears right here, but my first ever piercing that I did myself, or I went out and got, is my tongue piercing. So that's the first one I got that when I was like, I think 18, 16, I do not even know, but yeah, that was my first one. And then I got the nose piercings and stuff like that, and I got my belly button pierced, you know. Question number 12, what was your first ever tweet? Let's see what it was. Let's see what my first ever tweet was. Okay, so unfortunately some reason it's not letting me go all the way down to my first ever tweet, like it stopped loading. So I don't even know what my first tweet was. Probably something stupid like I feel cool today or something dumb like that. But anyways, question number 13, what was the first sport you ever played? The first sport I ever played was baseball. Back then our family was all about baseball, and me and my brother actually played together when we were small. And yeah, I really liked baseball. I was just always scared to get hit though. Question number 14, who was your first best friend? So I never really had a best friend, or like they never really considered me to be their best friend. So I'm not gonna say their name, but my current best friend, which I guess will be my first best friend, is my cousin Adamari. She's always there for me, and she's like my best friend, you know, family, you know, what's up, what's good, Adamari, if you watch this. Okay, anyways, question number 15, do you still talk to your first love? And that's a big fat no. No, we kind of ended things. I mean, he's a good guy, but things didn't work out. He did things he regrets, and I just moved on. So no, I do not text him at all. Deuces. Number 16 is kind of a repetitive question, but it's who was the first person you texted today? I don't know if it was my mom or the Maddie's, my cousin. Let's see. The first person I texted today was my mom. I replied back to her. Yeah. You already know, my mom texts me every day in the morning. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay, question number 17, what was the first movie you ever remember watching? I don't even know, to be honest. What comes to mind is Jungle Book. I think that's what it's called. I could be wrong, but it was about the little boy and all the animals, and he's just living off that land, something like that. That's all I can remember. Question number 18, what is the first thing you do when you get home? First thing I do when I get home is go to the restroom, because I always like need to go pee or something, and then get water. I'm always thirsty, so that's the first thing I do, go home, pee, or I would just go on my iPad and lay down on the couch and watch YouTube. Question number 19, when was your first kiss? It goes along with other questions. My first kiss was with my first ever boyfriend, and we were at the movie theaters. He gave me a kiss and he's like, what, do you want to be my girlfriend? It was kind of cringy, but it was a cute moment. I cried after because I felt awkward. I feel like I'm always gonna be like that, but yeah, I cried after. My mom was like, Mom, I kissed him, he kissed me. It was just awkward. Okay, anyways, all right guys, last question number 20, what was the first professional sporting event you ever been to? And it would have to be a Dodger game, I think, because we were really back then we were really into baseball. I feel like we still are, but not as much back then, and we are big Dodger fans, so I feel like that was our first ever like professional event. We went to a Dodger game, so that's what I think my first event was. I cannot think of any other ones, but I go to a lot of hockey games now, you know. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know if you guys want me to answer more questions. I would love to do like a Q&A and a mukbang type video, so if you guys have any questions for me, put them down below in the comments. I'll be sure to check them all and probably answer them all, because I'm a small YouTuber, you guys. Just I'll answer your questions, I promise. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye.